Ever notice how some of the richest people don't look rich? They might be your neighbor driving a 10-year-old Honda or a coworker who brings a packed lunch every day. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, their net worth is quietly growing. Building wealth doesn't have to come with flashy cars or luxury vacations. In fact, the most sustainable wealth often grows under the radar. Today, we'll explore 10 subtle money moves that help you build wealth without anyone realizing. These strategies are calm, steady, and powerful. The kind of moves that won't draw attention but will pay off big time in the long run. 1. Embrace the stealth wealth mindset. The first step to building wealth privately is adopting a stealth wealth mindset. In simple terms, this means you keep your financial progress private. Avoid broadcasting your raises, bonuses, or investment wins to others. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. By keeping your money matters to yourself, you reduce pressure from friends or family who might expect you to spend lavishly or lend out cash. Privacy also protects you from unwanted attention. No one can judge or interfere with what they don't know. Instead of seeking validation for your financial choices, quietly stay focused on your goals. Remember, wealth is not about getting praise from others, it's about securing your future. The less others know about your money, the easier it is to stick to your plan without outside opinions swaying you. 2. Live below your means. No flashy lifestyle. One hallmark of people who grow rich in secret is that they live below their means. This isn't about living like a hermit or depriving yourself. It's about avoiding lifestyle inflation and unnecessary status symbols. When your income rises, resist the urge to immediately upgrade your house, buy a luxury car, or splurge on designer brands to look wealthy. Often, the truly wealthy are not driving Lamborghinis or wearing $5,000 suits every day. They're driving reliable Toyotas and wearing unassuming clothes. By living modestly and spending less than you earn, you free up money that can be saved and invested. For example, if you get a bonus or a raise at work, consider continuing to live on your previous budget and sock the extra money away. Over time, this discipline creates a growing gap between what you earn and what you spend, and that gap is the seed of your wealth. Plus, keeping your lifestyle simple means you won't draw envy or attention. You're basically flying under the radar financially, while your bank accounts quietly grow. 3. Automate your savings and investments. Another powerful yet quiet money move is to pay yourself first automatically. Set up automatic transfers so that a portion of each paycheck goes straight into savings or investment accounts before you even touch it. This can mean an automatic deposit into a high-yield savings account, a regular contribution to your brokerage investing account, or increasing your 401k contribution at work. Automating this process makes saving effortless and consistent. You don't rely on willpower or remember to move the money. It just happens. Even small automatic deposits add up significantly over time. For example, $200 a month automatically invested can grow to tens of thousands quietly thanks to compound interest. The beauty of automation is that you're building wealth in the background of your life. You'll adjust to living on the slightly smaller paycheck that hits your checking account, and meanwhile, your savings will be growing on autopilot. It's a set and forget strategy that ensures you always pay yourself instead of just paying bills and others. If you're getting value so far, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. We keep sharing finance and wealth building strategies like this, and we don't want you to miss out. 4. Maximize retirement contributions. Use tax-advantaged accounts. A cornerstone of quiet wealth building is taking full advantage of retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA. These accounts let your money grow with huge tax benefits, which means more of your dollars stay invested and compounding for you. Contribute as much as you can, especially if your employer offers a 401k match. That's basically free money you don't want to leave on the table. By maxing out your contributions or steadily increasing them, you're funneling money into an investment portfolio that most people won't see because it's tucked away for your future. For instance, if you're age 30 plus in the US, you might aim to hit that annual 401k contribution limit or fully fund a Roth IRA each year. Not only do these moves significantly boost your long-term wealth, they also quietly lower your current taxable income. In the case of traditional 401k, the growth happens behind the scenes over decades. One day you'll look at those retirement account balances and realize you've built a small fortune. 5. Invest in low-cost index funds. When it comes to investing, the flashy stock picks or day trading wins often get attention, but steady wealth is usually built with more boring, reliable investments. A great quiet strategy is to put your money into low-cost index funds or ETF. Index funds simply track the overall market, like the S&P 500 index of large US companies, and don't require you to constantly monitor or tweak them. They have very low fees and provide broad diversification. Why is this a stealthy move? Because it's set and forget. You're not bragging about a hot stock tip or stressing over every market swing. You're letting the market's long-term growth work for you. Many quietly wealthy people rely on this approach. Their portfolio grows consistently over years with hardly any fanfare. For example, instead of trying to pick the next Amazon in your stock portfolio, you might invest in an S&P 500 index fund and essentially own a small piece of all the biggest companies. As those companies collectively grow and prosper, profit, so do you. It's simple, effective, and flies under the radar. You probably won't be discussing these index fund investments at dinner parties to impress anyone, but a decade or two down the line, the results will speak for themselves through your net worth. 6. Eliminate high-interest debt. Debt can be a quiet wealth killer. If you're carrying high-interest debt like credit card balances, payday loans, or other high-rate loans, paying those off is one of the best money moves you can make. It might not sound exciting to become debt-free, but think of it this way. Every dollar in interest you're paying to the credit card company is a dollar not building your wealth. Wiping out an 18% interest credit card debt is like getting a guaranteed 18% return on your money. An incredible payoff. Prioritize knocking out these debts as fast as possible, starting with the highest interest rates. You can do this quietly and diligently. Maybe you funnel any bonus or tax refund straight to your debt, or cut a few expenses and redirect that cash to extra payments. As your balances shrink, your monthly obligations go down, freeing up more cash flow. By the time you eliminate those debts, you'll notice a big boost in your ability to save and invest. Plus, you'll have less financial stress. This move happens privately. It's just between you and your debt statements. But the end result is powerful. More of your money stays with you to grow wealth instead of flowing out to lenders. Becoming debt-free is like removing a hidden anchor that's been slowing your wealth-building ship. 7. Reinvest your earnings. Building wealth quietly often comes down to making the most of what your money earns. When your investments do make money, for example, when you earn dividends from stocks or funds, or interest from bonds and savings, reinvest those earnings. Don't cash out the small gains to spend on extras. Put that money right back into your investments. This strategy is all about compound growth. By reinvesting, you buy more shares or increase your principal, which then generates even more earnings in the future. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, quietly picking up more snow and growing larger over time. Many brokerage accounts and retirement plans let you automatically reinvest dividends, often called DRIP, dividend reinvestment plan. Take advantage of that. For example, if you have a mutual fund that pays out $500 in dividends this year, those $500 can automatically purchase more of the fund. Next year, those additional shares will earn their own return, on top of what your original investment earns. This compounding happens subtly. You might not notice a huge difference month to month, but in 5, 10, or 20 years, the growth can be astonishing. Reinvesting is a totally behind-the-scenes move. No one sees you doing it, and you likely won't feel any different day to day, but it accelerates your wealth without any extra effort after the initial setup. 8. Track your spending and have a financial plan. Making smart money moves isn't just about where you put your money, but also knowing where it's going. Quietly wealthy people tend to be very intentional with their finances. Start by tracking your spending and maintaining a budget. This doesn't mean you have to log every penny forever or live with a spreadsheet 24/7. It just means creating awareness and control. When you track expenses for a while, you quickly spot areas where money leaks out. That $150 a month on subscriptions you don't use or frequent takeout meals, which you can trim and redirect toward savings. Having a financial plan is equally important. Set clear goals like save up X dollars for a down payment in 2 years, or be debt-free by next Christmas, or have Y dollars for retirement by age 60, and outline the steps and monthly targets to reach them. Write your plan down or use a budgeting app and check in on your progress periodically. For instance, do a money review once a month or quarter. This habit keeps you focused on the big picture even as life changes. Surveys have shown that the majority of millionaires follow a budget or financial plan regularly, whereas most everyday people don't. By simply sticking to a plan, you're doing something most of the population isn't, and that gives you a huge edge in growing wealth. It's a quiet discipline. You won't parade your budget around for others to applaud, but every dollar you direct with purpose is a dollar building your financial freedom. 9. Build multiple income streams. Relying on a single paycheck is like putting all your eggs in one basket. Many quietly rich individuals have learned the value of multiple income streams. This doesn't mean you need 5 full-time jobs. It means diversifying where your money comes from. For example, you might have your primary job and a side hustle, or some freelance work, or rental income from a property, or dividends from investments, or even royalties from a creative project. Each additional income source, even if it's small, can be fed directly into your wealth-building machine. Perhaps you start a small online business in your spare time, or do consulting on the side. Your neighbors and friends might just think you're busy with a hobby or extra work, but unbeknownst to them, you're funneling those extra dollars into stocks, real estate, or debt payoff. Over a few years, that could amount to tens of thousands of dollars added to your net worth. Multiple incomes also provide security. If one source of income weakens, say your industry has a downturn or you want to change jobs, you're not left high and dry. A common saying is that millionaires often have 7 streams of income. Whether or not that number holds true for everyone, the idea is sound. Diversify your earnings. It's a quietly confident way to build wealth because you're never overextended in one area. Others might not realize that beyond your 9 to 5, you have other money coming in, but those who do will just see it as hard work. You know the truth. Those extra streams dreams are seeds that, if nurtured, can grow into a forest of financial stability. 10. Stay focused on the long term and ignore the hype. The final money move is more of a mindset habit, but it's crucial. Keep a long-term focus and tune out the noise. In today's world, we're bombarded with hot stock tips, cryptocurrency buzz, the latest consumer gadgets, or peer pressure to keep up with others' lifestyles. To build wealth without anyone realizing, you have to be comfortable not joining in the hype. That might mean passing on the frenzy of the next big thing investment that everyone at the office is talking about, or not feeling the need to upgrade to the newest iPhone when your current one works fine. Patience and consistency are your secret weapons. Stick to your plan. Continue saving, investing in solid assets, and improving your financial skills, even when others are chasing quick wins or showing off new purchases. When the market is euphoric and everyone is bragging about speculative wins, you stay grounded. And when the market is down and people panic, you stay calm and even invest more. This even-keel approach means your wealth steadily grows while others ride a roller coaster of ups and downs. It's not glamorous in the short term, no dramatic stories to tell at parties, but it leads to real prosperity. By focusing on long-term goals, you won't be swayed by every fad or by what your neighbors are doing. In a few years or decades, you'll likely find you've surpassed many of the people who chased instant gratification, and you did it in a way that felt stable and secure without drawing unnecessary attention. Building wealth without anyone realizing is absolutely possible. In fact, it's how most self-made wealthy people do it. They follow these kinds of steady, proven money moves consistently, and over time the results speak for themselves. You might not have the outward signs of richness right away, no fancy sports car or mansion to make jaws drop, but what you will have is financial security, freedom, and peace of mind. By embracing a modest lifestyle, paying yourself first, investing wisely, managing debt, and staying focused on your own progress, you become what some call the millionaire next door. One day, people may be shocked at how comfortably you can retire, or how you managed to send your kids to college debt-free or start that business without a loan. But you'll know it wasn't a sudden windfall or luck. It was these quiet habits and money moves compounded over years. So start implementing these strategies one by one. Your future self will thank you, even if the whole world doesn't see the wealth you're accumulating. In the end, you're not building wealth for show. You're building it for you and those you care about. And that is the kind of wealth that truly matters. Good luck on your journey to financial freedom, and remember, slow and steady wins the race.